And now, the general weather around Alaska.
Moving right into satellite imagery. Out here to the west, a lot of clouds coming into the western Bering here and then sliding southeastward across the central Aleutians. Another area of clouds coming eastward here, spreading a lot of cloudiness into the northwest interior at the low center right up in this area, bringing some pretty gusty winds to the western Arctic coast today, central and western Arctic coast down to Cape Lisburne Point Hope with wind speeds anywhere from 30 to 45 miles an hour in gusts. Otherwise, mostly sunny skies here down across, actually from the central interior down into the south central Alaska area, Kuskokwim Valley, Bristol Bay, Kodiak Island, and slowly diminishing showers here over the eastern interior on down into the southeast coast. And putting that into motion again, you can see this whole area trying to shift eastward here, getting finally kicked out by the incoming system here to the west. So have a short dry period here coming up for the eastern interior areas down into the upper Tanana Valley before this rain comes in. And looking at today, we had rain all the way down to the Seward Peninsula, back up into the western central Arctic coast there, but clearing out ahead of this system with the south winds on the eastern Arctic coast there, and some rain in the Brooks Range. And again, that kind of linking up with the showers here over the east side. Sunny skies, mostly sunny skies here for the south central areas, Kodiak Island, as I mentioned. Southwest winds keeping a lot of lower clouds in over the Yukon-Kuskokwim Delta area, Alaska Peninsula, eastern Aleutians, as well as the Pribilofs, but dry conditions. And warm front bringing rain into the central Aleutians today. And this weakening low off the southeast coast and a weakening trough kept some scattered showers there. And for tonight, that'll really diminish, just isolated showers left over with some clearing periods down to the south where it'll be dry. Stays nice here over southern Alaska, Copper River Basin. And again, kind of a dry period here for the east side tonight ahead of this front. That's going to bring rain in as far south as the lower Yukon River area, right up into the Koyukuk Valley, and could see some light rain on the eastern Arctic coast, North Slope areas, heavier back here in the central and western Brooks Range down into the Noatak Valley and the Seward Peninsula. And this low kind of breaking off from the main frontal boundary here, tracking eastward, bringing some light rain from Adak and Atka, pushing in toward Nikolsky. And then for tomorrow, you'll see high pressure continues here over the Alaska Peninsula, keeping winds light here over much of the Bering Sea, especially the eastern and southern areas here. Kodiak Island, light winds in the forecast, mostly sunny again tomorrow. Some partly sunny skies, southwest interior. Increasing clouds here, south central Alaska, especially in the Susitna Valley. Still could see some sun breaks down toward the southern Cook Inlet area, Kenai Peninsula. But some of this rain will try to push south of the Alaska Range here as this front brings a good shot of rain into the central interior with gusty winds up to 35 miles an hour all the way up to the eastern Brooks Range and Arctic coast. Rain changing to showers there for the western Arctic coast. And the Panhandle, partly sunny, dry conditions under high pressure, which lasts through Friday. Otherwise, a band of rain continues here right along and just south of the Yukon River area, up in toward the Old Crow area where about the low center is, and then scattered showers behind that, and behind the scattered showers, clearing out for the western Arctic coast, western Arctic coast, North Slope areas there. Rain continuing through the day for Norton Sound and the Seward Peninsula. Chance of showers northern Kuskokwim Valley. Bristol Bay, though, partly sunny to mostly sunny, Alaska Peninsula. Hopefully another sunny day for Kodiak Island. And then out to the west, this next system pushing eastward at making a pretty good jog to the east here. Back it up here, one on Thursday, way up here. And by Friday afternoon, moves into the northern Bering Sea, bringing gusty winds and rain into the Pribilof Islands up to St. Matthew Island. And rain, low clouds, fog, drizzle. Low IFR, or at least IFR here coming in toward the eastern Aleutians and extending back along that frontal boundary over the out to the west. And for the lows tonight over the Panhandle, 40s to lower 50s, 40s to lower 50s across south central Alaska, in the 40s out to the southwest, 45 to 50 central interior, and 30s for the western Arctic coast here, lower 40s to the east. Highs tomorrow, 60s to near 70 with warmest locations for Eagles southward to Northway and Tok. Near 70 for the highs there tomorrow. 60s south central Alaska to Kodiak Island, and 50s back to the west. And the Bering Sea here, and the Aleutians, upper 50s to near 60 out that way. 50s and lower 60s for the southeast coast. Lows in the 30s, a little cooler air coming in behind that cold front, with some areas dropping down toward the frost point here, like Anatuvik Pass and Utagavik up there on the central coast, with upper 30s down to the Bering Strait. Otherwise, in the 40s everywhere else. South central Alaska, though, staying in the 50s, and southeast coast, 50s as well. And of course, these lows will be followed by afternoon highs. 60s, lower to mid there over on the far eastern areas, and also for Bristol Bay, a couple of the warmer locations, and the southern southeast coast could see highs 65 to 68 or 9, maybe 70 if you're lucky. Otherwise in the 60s here, the Susitna Valley and the Kenai Peninsula, and upper 50s to near 60 out over the Aleutians.